Hey everyone, welcome back to the Quiz Master tutorial series. In this video, we are going to build the admin dashboard where admin can manage the subjects, quizzes, chapters, questions, and users. By the end of this video, you will have a fully functional admin interface. Let's get started. In this episode, we will initiate the admin user at database initialization. So once the application runs first time, it will create the admin record into the database. Then we will create an admin login route where the admin can log in into admin dashboard. Then we will build the admin dashboard with navigation like the manage subjects, chapters, quizzes, and then we will add the functionality to manage subjects, chapters, quizzes, and questions by implementing the routes for managing these all and the templates for these. So according to flow, admin visits login page. So admin must have to log in through admin login page and we will check the form validation. If there are some error, we will show the error message. If the form will be valid, we will authenticate the admin using user check, username check, the password check, and if it it is success, then we will redirect to admin dashboard. And when the admin visits the dashboard, they can see different navigation links to manage the subjects, chapters, quizzes, questions that I haven't listed because the space is too much to display, and then the users. Okay, let's start with the initialization of the admin user when we run the application first time. Okay, so we have created our database earlier, and now we want to create the admin record first time. Okay, so for doing that, just delete the existing database for now. Come to our routes.py file where we have listed the CLI command for db create. Okay, in this command we have been creating the database with all the tables that we have initialized in the models. Okay, so in this CLI command, now we will also build the admin record. Okay, so let's start creating the admin. Okay, so we have to first check in the database if we have the admin record already initiated. Okay, so how we can do that? We can check for the username, that will be, we will give the admin username as admin @quiz.com. Okay, so check this one .com first. Okay, so if we find the record, we will skip this process, and if there is no admin, then we will create that. So if not admin, then start creating the admin. So how we can do that? Just create an instance for admin user using the username, that will be admin@quiz.com. Oh, sorry, the equal sign. The next will be full name, that we can give um, quiz master admin. Okay, other info are optional, so we can leave that. Then we have to set the password. Set password, and we will give the password as admin123. This is the development environment, so we don't need to care about strong password. And then once we have our admin object, then we will start creating. So for that, db session dot add admin, and then db dot session dot commit into the database. Okay, after that, print command admin created, and then we will also add one else case. So if admin is already available, then we will print admin already exists into the database. Cool. So we have both condition to check and create the admin. And now we will create our database again. So we will have the admin record. Okay. For doing that, okay, before running an internal command, first activate your virtual environment, then start running the database creation command, that is Flask. Okay, so Flask does run dash f run.py and db create. So run this, and we can see the print output. So admin has been created and database created. Okay, cool. Now we can check this user in our database using the Flask cell command. So from db from app import db, from app.models import user. Okay, is there something wrong? Invalid syntax. Okay, from app.models import user, and then admin, find the admin user dot query dot filter by username equal to admin @quiz.com and dot first. So we got the admin. Now we can check the field. Okay, so we have created the admin record at the time of database initialization. Okay, next we will create the admin login root. So in a root.py file, we will create admin routes separately, and those will only applicable for the admin. Okay, so admin.root slash admin login, and then the handler admin login, and then we will render the template. Um, okay, so we have to create more templates for admin. So in the admin, we will create a folder admin, and inside this folder, we will create our template, all the admin templates. Okay, so the first one is login.html. So now we can render the template as admin slash login.html, and we also have to create two methods. First is get, second is post for submitting the login information. Okay. Next we have to create form object for login. So the same form object we can use here that we have created for user login. Okay. So we can use the same form object. So login form, and provide this form object in form parameter, and then all the same that if the form is validate on submit, then so after validating the form, now we have to check if the user is admin. Okay, so create the query for fetching the instance. So user dot query dot filter by, and what we will check here, so filter by username. Okay, so fetch the admin user from the database. And who is the admin user? The admin at the quiz.com dot first. Okay, next we will check if the data that has been provided from the login form is valid for the admin or not. So first we will check if user has been loaded, and if it is, then check user dot username must have to equal with um, form dot username dot data. Okay, so user that has been fetched from the database and the form username must be equal. First, this is the first condition. The second condition is user dot check password will be equal to the password provided from the form. Okay, so form password dot data. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are checking if there is a user in database, then the user dot username will be equal to the username provided from the form, and then you have to check the password provided from the form with the password stored as hash in the user record. So if all these values are true, then we can log in this user to the system. So for that, use the login user method and login. Okay, give a Flask message as admin login logged in successful, and message category will be success, and then return the admin user to um, admin dashboard. So we have to create one more route now for admin dashboard. App.root slash admin slash dashboard, and that must be login required. For accessing this route, the login is required, and then we have to create a handler admin dashboard, and then um, render the template. So render template, and the template will be admin slash dashboard dot html. Okay, so create this template in admin directory, new file dashboard dot html. Okay, so give this route here. So redirect URL for, and URL is admin slash dashboard. Okay, so after successful login, we are redirecting user to the admin dashboard, and else if this condition is not true, so what we'll do, we will flash a message like invalid username or password, and that will be type of error, and the user will be on the login page. The next is, we have created this route admin dashboard, and this route is not accessible without login. That is okay, but what will happen if some user has some session and they are going to this route? So is this possible? For now, yes, for now it is possible. So let's run this, just test this one. Okay, so open our browser and register a user. So we have created the database again, so we don't have any user in database right now. We have to create again all the user. So create a user, test pass, test pass, money, and the date of birth. See, the date of birth must have some validation, so we'll implement later. Then submit, registration is successful. Go to the email and then pass, and login is successful. Now If I want to go to the admin dashboard, I can go. So admin and dashboard, and we are inside the admin, but as our template has not been created yet, that's why you cannot see anything. So just add a bit in dashboard so you can check that we can access the dashboard with normal user login. So extends layout.html and reload it again, and we are inside the admin dashboard. Okay, so that we don't want. What we want that only the admin can access this dashboard. Okay, so how we can prevent other users to access this dashboard? So we can, what we can do, so we have to add some conditions to do that. So first check if the current user, the user for which the session has been created, that is the current user. So if the current user dot username equal not to admin @ quiz.com. So this is the username for the admin, and as username are unique, so none of the other users can make the username with the similar name, similar email. Okay, that's why we are checking this condition. So if the username is not admin @ quiz.com, so uh, give a flash message that you do not have permission to access this page. Okay, and that will be, you don't have permission to access the yeah, this page, and then category is error, just flash as a red warning, and then return, redirect that user to um, home page. Okay, current user is not defined. We have to import the current user from the Flask login. Okay, so we have blocked other users. So if we go now and reload this page, so now it has redirected us to home page with the message you don't have permission to access this page. Okay, but user is still logged in, so that is fine, but they cannot access other admin pages, so this is totally fine. Now so we have created our admin login route and admin dashboard, and it is working fine. Next we have to start creating our templates for login and dashboard. Okay, so start with the login. Extends layout.html. Oopsie. Cool. So copy the login form from the user and paste it here. Then we have to do some of the minor changes, like the title will be admin login, and here the heading will be admin login. All the other things are similar. like the username. This is fine, correct. The password is correct, one from the form, and we have then end block. So this is correct one. Okay. Then in the dashboard, just give a heading for now inside the block content. Block content and end block. Give a heading as admin dashboard. Okay. So log out to this user first. Go to the home page and go to the admin login. So admin slash login, and we are on the admin login page. Then we have the admin user. So use that one. One more thing, use the other one from the admin login. So just use this user in the admin login. So what will happen? Okay. Okay. So we can see the error invalid username or password. So we have to fill the admin username password here. Okay. So the admin username is admin@quiz.com and the password is admin123. Let's wrong the password also for admin username. What will it search? Okay, something else. Okay, so the same error, the invalid username or password. Cause the password is wrong. Now put the correct password, that is the admin123, and then okay, then we have, oh sorry. So in the roots we have to use this admin underscore dashboard coach. We are using the URL for that generates the dynamic URL, so it will convert this string to URL. Okay, save this and continue the form submission again, and we are into the admin dashboard with the success message. Admin login logged in successfully. Change a message, logged in successfully. Okay, so our admin login functionality is working good. Next, we have to work on our admin dashboard template. Okay, so in the admin dashboard, we have the admin dashboard heading only. We have to give options to manage the entities. So if admin visits dashboard, they can see the management options to manage the subjects, to manage the chapters, quizzes, and users. So we have to provide some links to go manage uh, these pages. Okay, so for that, create a URLI list and then make one list for manage subjects, then the other one is for chapters, then the quizzes, and then questions, and that last is manage users. And then we will have a div, and there is one paragraph that will say use the options, use the management options from sidebar. Okay, so reload it, and we have list items to manage subjects, chapters, quizzes, and we have to make those as links. Okay, and then we have to move this to right. We have to provide a class as container. So we are just adding some of the CSS to just move this as left and this one at the right side. Okay, so we have added a class, and for this class we have to add some CSS. For adding the CSS, we will use the block head component to put the CSS inside head in the layout. Because if you see, we have also given a block for head, so we can use this block to add our CSS. So inside block head and block, we can use style, and the style is dot container as class displays grid, and then we are dividing in 4 factors where the long one is 3 and short one is 1, and gap is 5, padding is 5 px, and load it, and we have this paragraph at the right side and these all links at the left. Okay, so this will be called as sidebar. Now create this list item into the links. So for doing that, get the anchor reference, then use URL for and create the URL for login, no, admin, manage subjects. Okay, cool. And then close this anchor tag here. Okay, you have to close here also. Okay, next, similarly do for all. Okay, create the root one by one for all. So the app dot root and admin slash manage subjects, and that will require a login, and then the handler manage subjects. Okay, and render the template. So the template will be admin subjects or manage subjects. Okay, so create templates for all, manage subjects.html, and then paste again to make some copies, and then 1, 4 and 5. Now rename it. Okay, So F2. The second will be manage chapters. Then one will be manage quizzes. Then the next will be manage questions, and then the last will be okay. The last will be manage users. Okay, add some of the data in the templates. Okay, so extends layout.html and inside the block head, block content, and block inside the block content, add a heading, manage subjects. Okay, copy this and paste the same in other templates. So we have created the templates for all these entities, and now we have to create the root. So admin manage subjects, this is fine. Um, this root will have the same behavior as admin. So we have to give access to admin here only. Okay. So use the same thing if the current user. So if not, then use this same process. Okay. Else give the else render the template. Okay. Similarly, we have to do for other admin management options too. So copy this. So we have all the routes for managing different entities, users, questions, quizzes, chapters, subjects. All we have. Save this file and reload. Okay. Could not build URL for endpoint. Admin manage subjects. Did you mean manage subjects instead? Okay. Have we done some error? Okay. Okay. Sorry. So we have to give the function name, not the we have given something wrong. Okay, let's go here and replace this with the handler name. Manage subjects, manage chapters, manage quizzes, and manage questions, and manage users. Okay, now it is working. Cool. um okay, so this is link manage subjects. So we can access this one by clicking it. We can access the manage subjects, then go back, use another link, for managing chapters. We are into the managing chapter section, then the quizzes, and then the questions, and then the users. Okay. We also need to check um, like this can be accessible only for admin. Okay. So do one thing, copy the URL and log out this admin and log in using the non-admin. Okay, test us. So the user is logged in and use the URL that is accessible to admin only. So it must give error. Okay, so we are getting the error. You don't have permission to access this page. Good. Now log out again. Log in with the admin login. Okay, and mm, the admin login, that is the admin at the quiz.com, and password is admin123. Okay, our admin dashboard having all the links to manage the subjects, chapters, quizzes, questions, users, and we have the working path for all these links. Okay, but we don't have any data here. Okay, not in the subjects, not in the chapters. So just add a basic functionality to list the data for all these entities. Like in the subjects, we can list all the subjects fetched from the database. Okay, similarly for the chapters, and then the quizzes, questions, and users. So create a basic functionality. Okay, so first go to the root, like the manage subjects, and uh, what we have to uh, do to list the subjects. So to list the subjects, use subjects and then fetch the subject from the database using the subject model. That model we have to import. Also we have to import other models, the chapter, the quiz, question, and user is already there. Okay, so using the subject dot query dot all, that will list all the subjects from the database, and set this instance in subjects parameter, so we can access these subjects inside this template. Okay, so open the template again and start making a structure. So in the subjects, if we open the model, we have ID, name, description, three main fields. So we can list all these fields in our manage subject section. So we can create a table for that. So table t head and then th id. The next will be for the name, and then the next one is for description, and then inside the t body we have to create we have to create a rows, and inside row Okay, this also will be in row. Okay. tr, and so the tr we will have then td where. Okay, so for looping over our subjects, we have to write a loop block that will be for subject in subjects, and then end this block and for, and between this block add our row. So inside the row we will use omitting syntax, and then this will be subject dot id and copy paste subject dot name, oops, name, then subject dot description. Okay, okay, save this, go to the manage subject section, and we can see id, name, description, three uh, three column. Okay, so just test this data by creating one subject. Okay, so we can create a subject from Flask cell command, and then we can create a subject from app import db, from app.models import subject, and then create a subject equal to subject, and name is math, and the description is um, algebra, trigonometry, calculus, etc. Okay, and close the block. Okay, oh, okay, every time I forgot the equal, because in other language there is the colon, but it's okay. Okay, so subject model, from the subject model we have created an instance of subject, then we have to add this instance for subject record, and then save this record in database. Okay, now load this manage subjects again, and we have our first entry here. So id is 1, name is math, and the description is algebra, trigonometry, calculus, etc. So okay, close this one first, this one, and so our template for listing the subjects is working here. Similarly, we have to do it for others. Okay, but as this template will work, so we are not going to add other sample data. The subject sample data is perfect for testing this structure. So this structure is working, and we will use the same structure for other templates. So just copy this table element and go to the chapters, paste here, and use here chapter, for chapter in chapters, and use the chapter, and uh, in the chapter model we have name, description, and subject ID. Okay, so okay, we can leave the subject ID, just the main fields head, ID, name, and description. So list those. So ID, name, description is here, and we have to also provide the chapters from root. So inside the chapter manage chapters root, use the chapters equal to chapter model dot query dot all, and then set the chapters param and give the value from instance. Okay, do it for others also. So quizzes will come from quiz dot query dot all and send to templates using quizzes. Okay, for the question, do the same. Questions equal to question dot query dot all and provide this question to questions and then the users. Users word here. Okay, so we have um, fetched the data for the respective handlers and then supplied to our templates using params. Okay, then uh, this will now work. Okay, and similarly copy this table structure and paste in quizzes, and for the quizzes we have in the model we have id, date of quiz, time, duration. Okay, so for now, okay, date of quiz, copy this one and first replace this for quiz in quizzes, and then quiz, and then we have to change the fields. So date of quiz, for this we have to also change our heading, date of quiz, and then the field, and the other one is time duration. So time duration heading will be time duration and the field is time duration. Okay, so we are done for quizzes. Similarly, copy this table and paste in sec questions. Okay, and this will be for question in questions that we are getting from the root handler, then question, question, and the field are for the question we have question statement. So the heading will be question statement. The field is question statement. Then we have the correct option only. So this is correct answer, and the question dot option, correct option. Okay. Do we have any other field that we can show? No. Okay. We have to also make one more template, one more route, that the scores. First, complete the same for the users. So users and ID, user has um, username, full name, and and qualification, vacation, and date of birth. Okay. Then here the loop will be for user in users, user, 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 and ID will be same. The username will be user name. The full name will be full name, and then we need two more column where the qualification will be user dot qualification. Then the date of birth will be user dot dob. Okay, so we are done for all these links. So we can check the table: chapters, ID name, description, quizzes, ID, date of quiz, time duration, questions, ID, question statement, correct option, and users. So we have two users now. The first one is admin and the second one is the user. Okay, um, we can also hide this one. Okay, but we'll do it later, not needed for now. And um, we are getting the title as dash quizmaster, so just update the title too. So add this block for adding the title for each template for the admin. So the first is dashboard, and that will be admin dashboard, admin dashboard, and similarly manage chapters will have the title as manage chapters, and we have the same for questions, and then for quizzes, and then for subjects and users. Okay, if we load now, so the title will be changed. Okay, so the title is now manage users quiz master. Okay, the title is working. Okay, so after this, we just forgot one of the entity, that is scores. So admin can also access the scores. So create one more root, app.root, that will be admin slash manage scores, and then the root will be login required. The handler will be manage scores, and similarly we need to check the if the username is admin, if the username is admin or not. If it is not, then uh, reject the access request and redirect user to home. And if the user is admin, then fetch all the scores from uh, import the module score, and fetch all the score using score.query.all, and render the template, turn render template. The template will be admin slash, we have to create template also. Just give the name for now, admin manage scores dot html, and supply the data for scores in scores param. So create this template now. Inside the admin, add one more file, scores manage scores dot html. Okay, and copy some data from other templates and modify it, like manage scores and manage scores heading. Then scores will have the data, total scored and timestamp. So total scored and timestamp of submission, and then the score in scores, change the field total scored, score.total scored, and score.timestamp. Okay, so our score template is also ready, and we have created the root for this one here, and add the link for this managing scores in admin dashboard. For that, add one more link here, manage scores, that will be scores. Okay, save it, load it. Yes, so reload this, and we got one more link, manage scores. When you go, so the id total score timestamp manage scores page. Okay, so we have created the login page for our admin. We have created the authentication method for admin. Then we have created the admin dashboard, and inside the admin dashboard, admin can see these management options to manage the subjects, manage chapters, manage quizzes, manage questions, manage scores, manage users. And inside all these entities template, we are listing the data for each of the entities. Okay, so that's it for this video. You have built a fully functional admin dashboard where you can see the subjects, chapters, quizzes, questions, users. So you created all the sections inside the admin dashboard. And next we will add the CRUD functionality for all these entities. So see you next time.